Okay, what I want to review quickly are two different things that we need to know about statistics to help you when you're reading your studies that you're reviewing. One is you see in quantitative studies, on most of those studies, something about statistically significant findings or not significant. And simply what that means is when you run specific statistics like a t-test or any type of ANOVA, where you're comparing mean scores, in the statistics software that you use, you pick an alpha level. And this is the alpha level. Okay, you do that when you plug in the data, you pick your alpha level and you pick your statistic you're going to use. So when you're reading, if you see an alpha level of, if it says p less than 0.05, what that means is if you repeated the study that you're reviewing, replicated it 95 out of 100 times, you'd get the same or similar results as the study results that you just read. Okay, so that's at the 0.05 level. 0.01 is even stronger. If we repeated the same experiment 99 out of 100 times, we'd get the similar or same results if we followed the same treatment or intervention. Okay, so that's what that means from a statistical standpoint. The other part would be due to chance. So 5% here would be due to chance or some other variable that you can't explain. And this one would be a 1% chance that the findings were due to some other variable besides your treatment. So obviously, at the 0.01 level, you have stronger findings. But for our field, it's appropriate to set the alpha level at 0.05. Okay? So when you're talking about the studies in Chapter 2, at times it's nice to share with the reader what the alpha level was and use this phrasing, statistically significant or not significant, when reporting findings. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about is correlation, and that's statistics in many studies that you're reading probably. What we're trying to do is we're trying to investigate the relationship between two variables. Okay? And correlation, a perfect correlation can be negative 1.0 or a positive 1. That's a perfect correlation, which we don't see. But the closer you are to either negative 1 or 1, the stronger the relationship between the two variables that you're looking at. So high correlations would be 0.95 or negative 0.95. Moderate would be around 0.70, around 0.70 or 0.8. That'd be moderate, either plus or minus. Okay, so you get the idea. So a positive correlation, it's obviously one that's not a negative number. That's a positive correlation. A negative correlation would be, for example, negative 0.50. Now the question is, what does that mean if you have a negative correlation or a positive correlation? So here's an example, a very simple one to hopefully help you understand it. So if we had two variables, body weight and height, if those are the two variables that we want to know, is there a relationship between those two? Okay? A positive correlation would mean that as your body weight goes up, you get taller. Okay? Or probably that's not the best way to say that. If you're taller, then you're going to be heavier. Okay? That's probably more clear. So if you're 6'5", then you would weigh, say 280 or 300 pounds. That's a positive correlation because as body weight goes up, height goes up. Negative correlation is when the two variables are going in different directions. So if you took 200 people and you took their weight and height, and you ran correlations, if you ran that correlation, if body weight was going up and height was going down, that'd be a negative correlation. Another way to put it would be if you had 30 people and they're all, say, 5'1", and they all weighed 250 pounds, you would guess that would be a negative correlation, right? So hopefully that's making sense. Correlation does not prove cause and effect. Okay? does not prove cause and effect. So correlation statistics only, is there a relationship between variables? And is it a strong relationship or not? Okay, doesn't prove that treatment worked in a certain study. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you about it? I think that's all for now, but hopefully that helps you a little bit.